Hello everybody, welcome to the second video of Monday. This is a video that I wanted to make for a little while, but I kind of felt like I needed a good reason to have a look at the structure and whether or not the grind has been going well for me, and also kind of like finding out what other players are when it comes to arenas. And yes, we've got spreadsheets that I've been working on, as well as kind of dissecting is where my problems currently are, where they've been well in the past, things have been going well, things have not been going well, and all that stuff. We're going to look at that more in a second. But yeah, talk about the main kind of like pitfalls, how I'm now coming to the stage that because my wedding is coming up in the next 2 months, things are ramping up and my available time is very slim, especially because I'm doing a lot of work for sponsorship deals and other things that are really requiring my attention. It's just trying to find some time to do arena in the same type of way and the same similar type of grind that I did previously, which, look, if you know your own roster, you know your time and availability, that is the main thing. Time, investment, quality of life. It's all really important stuff. And for the best part of the last month since the new changes have come in, I've been focusing my attention on the Summoner Trials. But I am now coming to the point where I'm not enjoying that particular arena, mainly for one specific reason, and that the AI is amongst some of the worst. I'm not saying that it is the worst in the game from a point of comparison with other arenas, but the way that the enemy AI moves and holds and just operates is terrible. And from a recent discussion with Kabam, it seems like if they go in to have a look at the way the AI functions from the arena standpoint, then it could cause more problems. And it's like, okay, right, it's got to be looked at, it really has, but to the point where it causes more problems for players, okay, so it's not worth it. So it led me to think over the weekend, I need to rethink my strategy for arena, because things just aren't right. They aren't fun. If you've come to some of the live streams where I've done like the grinding of this stuff, you'll know that when you've seen certain things where the enemy is just kind of going like standing like that, and you go, okay, am I moving out to you or not? And no, okay, well, I'll run to you. No, don't do that. Right, it's dexing at weird times. The parry structure to it is off. You're just like, oh, this is not fun. This is really not fun. And a further problem to this is like, it is a time suck. It is a time vacuum when the AI isn't responding that well. Now the thing is, I don't know if it's my device. That's the thing. I've tried my iPhone 7 Plus. By the way, don't try that or older devices, because that device now is like three years old, maybe even 4, and it does not run. Actually, I think it's nearly 5. Oh, maybe I'm not sure, but let's just say like this phone here, which I do my kind of wide angle shots on for recording like this, it's just not suitable for playing the game. And optimization is optimization in this game is definitely like something. That's another story for another kind of video. But yeah, optimization in this game isn't particularly good. The iPhone 11 Pro is what I normally use, and again, I'm finding a lot of problems with that device compared with what maybe others. So I am looking to invest in other devices. However, though, I need to make do with the time frame and make do with how to structure my arena grind. Now, since the start of the month, we all know there's been a big shift to the way that the structure of arena has played out, especially from the point of like the amount of points that you invest in. And previously, what I was doing prior to the nerf and the rebuff, I was doing the featured arena, which gave a 4-star at the end of it, and that was about 4 mil grind. And what I picked up from it was good. I did that and 1.5 mil into the current basic. Unfortunately, which was now the Summoner Trials arena. Unfortunately, with the current narrative, it does mean that 1.5 mil does not get you very far in the Summoner Trials. I mean, yeah, you pick up 130 units for your troubles if you do 1.5 mil. But it makes more sense that whilst you've got the 250k difference, or you get into the 250k difference, it seems more kind of like logical to go for a little bit of a grind for that. Is when things start getting up to 300k, then you're kind of feeling like, okay, well, this is going on and on and on, and am I finding myself like devoting too much time to the Summoner Trials arena, where I could be investing into, say, the other arenas and getting a little bit more, like doing the basic arena, using my 5 stars and 6 stars, and finding I'm making more progress with a little amount of effort. Which I know, I did put up a video and said about the value of 3 stars, but the difference is, as I've done this more, it is very much apparent that the AI is ass. It is some of the worst AI to deal with from a time slump perspective and just to work around in general. And as I've stated, like one of the reasons for I've decided to make this video is going to show that, or say that, I've kind of like, I've had enough with the AI, and if Kabam aren't going to change it anytime soon, then I've got to adapt or moan about it constantly. So this is what this video is going to showcase, why I'm adapting, why I've had problems, structure to it. So maybe it might help out other players. That's obviously the reason that a lot of people, including myself, make content, is to show where I'm going, my processes, and whether or not it interests players. There will be some people out there that maybe go, man, you shouldn't be doing that process, or others that go, oh, I've got a process, but mine's a little bit different. And that's interesting. Put it in the comments down below. I know that many people have different processes. Mr. King, Corey Guns, a lot of people that prolifically grind arena and get a lot of units from doing processes, so it's always very interesting. So yeah, let's look at my problems and let's look at my solutions to those problems that I've put in place, and again, all about time investment and points I plan to invest as well. So current issues is that, as I said, first of all, streaming, it's like annoying to be slumped on time because AI is responding in a terrible way. But it's nice to stream with other stream to people, and then people are grinding at the same time because we can equally share in the problematic nature. So that's nice. I just wouldn't like to do loads of them, but I need units. That's one of the unfortunate key things about MCOC. And I'm not willing to spend exponential amounts of hundreds, even thousands of pounds to just kind of grab my units and get into content. I'll do a little bit, but not a huge amount, as you know, there's other stuff going on at the moment, like a wedding and trying to get a new house. The AI, as I said, is my biggest problem. A new strategy, it needs to be good for my own personal take home and my time grind. The same thing with any of you watching this video. Your time grind is very important to you. Your quality of life is very important as well. And more shards. I want to do more Grandmaster Crystal openings and at least save up a load of shards and spend at Christmas just for a nice video. See if I get a 5-star. You know, it's we could do some like a special kind of challenge with it or something. But it's, you know, it's cool. As well as gaining more signature stones. More signature stones by getting more max sig crystals means more shards, more potential awakening gems. But let's face it, it's all about getting more shards. More shards means that you, again, go up the tree with more shards. More 4-star shards, more 5-star shards, more 6-star shards. That's how it works to get stuff up to signature level. That's why a lot of the time it's important to do that. And as well, if I make rank, I make rank. If I don't, then I don't. But it's all about the milestones and resources. And the extra elements of grind, which allows me to get more of the 3-star and 4-star arena boost to then reinvest into my Summoner Trials grind, which again kind of like lower down my time frame of grind. So let's talk about time and time grind. Normally, before a lot of this stuff went all kind of weird in the last 2 months, I was putting up 5.5 mil and that was netting me a nice amount of units. Now I think I'm going to have to change that, especially with the way that the Summoner Trials works and as well the way that the current basic is. So my plan is to do 2 mil in Summoner Trials to get to milestone 12. This is before it starts getting up to 300k to get to each milestone, as opposed to the 250k and below, which is to get to them. It means like a little bit less on the investment, and I'm getting there quicker. And you know, I can just put that scuffy AI to the back, knowing I focused on something else, because I have a larger 5-star and 6-star roster that's higher developed. So that's going to help out more in other arenas. But it's the AI that's the problem, the time slump. And then 4 mil in the basic arena to get to milestone 10 and just for to get that. Where does that put me in regards to take home? Well, just quickly, just to let you know what I'm currently doing at the moment, based on my time availability and what I'm streaming at the moment, because I am live streaming a few other games. Trying to do a bit more variety on Twitch, but when I'm streaming, because I don't really play a lot of arena off streaming it because I've got other stuff on. So 3 mil is normally what I try to do, which gives me 200 units to 21,000 battle chips and 4 hours of grind. Again, that's just based on like the scuffy AI. The AI is causing me the most concern at the moment and I need to adapt. So the new plan, what my new take home will be, if I indeed do it and do it to the way that I'm planning, it will result like this. I will do, as I said, 2 mil in the Summoner Trials, 4 mil in the basic. It's pretty much a given, and that's pretty much fine. My units I will take home as a result will be 293 units, and battle chips will be 33,250. It'll also allow me to pick up 6,000 Grandmaster Crystal Shards and I think something close to about 30,000 odd Prem Shards, but again, it's not the end of the world about picking that up, but it's all the fundamental things that are important. It's avoiding that Summoner Trials Arena to a degree. I'm probably going to rotate around my 4 stars at 550, especially because I can guarantee that anything that I decide to change around with, like having like a 3-star here, 4-star there, it is going to be okay, dealable. Bit begrudgingly putting in 2 mil into Summoner Trials, but I think if I put that investment in and the time allocated, it's going to be better. I did consider this, the 6-star featured, which would give out 135 units if I was to do all milestones in a featured arena. But I think because I'll be doubling up on the usage of the 5 stars and 6 stars, and yes, the 6 stars would help to propel myself up based on the ×3, I just felt that the time grind was actually a little bit better for me if I decided to go basic and Summoner Trials and invest in the way I am. And yeah, I just think that's probably going to be the best for me in this scenario. Now, I'll probably do a part 2 to this to kind of go like, okay, you've got a new theory, Rich. Test it out and see if it works. And that's going to be the thing. I'm probably going to start this as of today and try and do this for this arena. If it doesn't work out because I want to do some other types of content or I've got other things on, then I'll try and do this from starting Thursday of this week and then test it out over the weekend, as I may have enough time that I think to then allocate it. And then what I'll do is I'll go like, okay, well, did you budgeted 5 hours? Did you indeed kind of like stick close to that 5-hour mark? Was it fair? Does it feel worth it? Because effectively I'll be running it over, you know, a length of time and kind of finding out there with any kind of like good things, bad things. Did the AI seem better in doing the basic arena? In times I've tested that, it seems to be better than it is in the Summoner Trials, which is complete ass. But yeah, I mean, thoughts as well in the comment section. Do you indeed feel that the arena is, in some of these different types of arenas is bad? Which one in particular do you find is not functioning so well? And yeah, like I did really want to commit to Summoner Trials, like the ×3 arena boost investment scenario, but I just can't when the AI is just slowing me down so much. And that is one of the key issues to this. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the spreadsheet. I might make it available in the Discord. I'll put it in arena results potentially. I don't know if anybody will be interested. If not, maybe I'll do the full kind of like spreadsheet once I've done the full testing to check that it works. But yeah, that has been the video. Thank you very much for watching. Put your current process in the comment section down below, and it'd be interesting to see like what people are doing and how they're finding it effective. Or just message me on Discord or on Twitter. Put it in like a message, like a kind of a notification or something. And yeah, I'll see you later on. Thanks for watching. Check out some other content there. Bye bye.